In today's video, I'll show you how to create a sidebar menu using only HTML and CSS. We'll start by designing an HTML structure, then styling it with CSS. This way, it can be easy to see what you are seeing on the screen. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe for more coding tutorials, and hit the like button if this tutorial helps you. Alright, let's dive into the code. I simply created this HTML structure by using an exclamation point and then press tab. And then I created the title of the code that I'm going to write, sidebar. Because my CSS file will be away from this file, index.html, I created a link that will link this file to an index.html. I gave my CSS file name. I called it style.css. Because always my CSS files are named styles, not style, I went and changed the name to styles.css. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to create a section and call it aside. This section will hold everything that will go on the sidebar. And then we will go ahead and create a navbar using a nav tag. So in the nav tag, we'll make sure we include a UL. But I'll go ahead first and change the settings because this is a little big. So I'll put it back to 15. The font size will be 15. So that way I can see it better. So now that we're back to the code, in the navbar we're going to include a UL tag. A UL tag, if you watched my previous videos, a UL tag stands for unordered list. And in the UL we're going to include a list. This list will have everything that we need in the menu, which means home, about, services, and follow. To make it simple, I will go ahead and copy this list and just paste them, but I will have to change the names. Next, I'll go in the folder where the file is and I will open it so that we can see the result of everything we're creating. If you also code, I don't know if this is just me, but most of the time I love to put my code on the right side and my window on the left side, so that I can just swipe it to see the result of what I'm creating. Now, I understand there is a live option, but I do not prefer live, I prefer this. Now it's time to put some makeup on. the reason why CSS exists. I'll go ahead and create a styles.css file, and in the styles.css file is where I'm gonna put all the codes that will make the page look beautiful, like my channel. So the first thing that we're gonna do, we're going to target the body tag. The body is everywhere you see the white color right now, which means everywhere the content will go. So this is how you target the body tag. You write body, exactly how the tag is, and then you open curly braces and close them, and then you start telling what you want in the code. So this is what I will do. I will give the body margin 0. I'll put the background, maybe let's give it a gray color, dark gray color, 43, and then 44, and let's do 42. Okay, and then after that the height will be 100 view height. I don't know why it's not changing, but we'll fix this issue later. Going to display, flex, and then flex direction will be column. Then we'll do justify content, and here we'll say start, and then after that we'll say align items, and then here we'll give it center, so that way all the stuff will go in the center. Padding, why don't we do 50 pixels, and then we'll do font family. Let's start with cursive, maybe. Yeah, we can do cursive. Actually no, I don't know why it's still not changing. I wonder if this is due to the linking that we did. It's probably, most of the time if you write your CSS and everything is correct but it doesn't work, then that should be the linking, the way you linked it. So we'll go ahead and change it to sans serif. Sans serif is what I'm gonna use as my font style or font family. So let's just continue, because I have the code in my head. I understand what I'm creating. So we'll go ahead and do a side. On the side, no, let's do background, no background attachment. Let's do background. We'll give it a color too. The RGB, that would be crazy if we do that. That wouldn't make any sense. I see the issue. So that's the issue. So we created a folder where we forgot to link the folder. So now everything should center in the middle. Yeah, like you can see here. Alright, and we're gonna change the color. So this background is not good. Let's leave it for now, and we use maybe green. We'll continue and say display flex, and then after that we'll say flex direction. Let's say column again. Go down here, can say gap. Let's set a gap between those contents. Say 10 pixels, and then height, we'll go ahead and say 100 VH, and then we can say how do you want it to look? Let's set the width to yeah, maybe 100 pixels. That should do it. Yeah, position, we can go ahead and say fixed, so that way they don't move. Again, the color is not changing. It's very easy not to get the mistake when you're coding. Okay, well, let's continue. Left, we'll push it to the left, so 0, and then we'll do top. Yeah, let's push it a little bit up, so we'll do top 0. This will push the nav bar up, and then we can let me see what we can do here. Yeah, so let's try to change the background to white. Maybe this will give us a good shot. No, it's still not changing. What's the issue? Alright, let's leave it. So go ahead and transition, not translation, transition. No, sometimes I hate these suggestions they give. It's transition. We will do width 0.5 seconds is, yeah, because this one will allow it to make it a better transition, a smooth one. All right, now let's target these hrefs, so these anchor tags. So this, the A is exactly where you see home, you know, so any change that we're gonna put here is it will affect the other side. So let's start with font size. We will do 1.5 rem, and then we can say text decoration to none, because we don't want those lines to come under it. Okay, still blue, very blue, blue. So let's go with color. What if we give it black? Refresh, black. Okay, much better, but I still don't like the background. Gosh. Okay, then padding. Yeah, let's add some padding, and we will put it to 10. Let's put the padding to 10 pixels and then 20 pixels. Okay, and then border radius, we will say 5 pixels. Okay, this border radius does not have an effect right now because, you know, the color is not working, and once we're done with everything you will see what I'm talking about.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
And we are going to give the list style to none. So list style none. Okay, because we don't want any problems, we want peace. Okay, margin, so margin block, we will give it 15 pixels, and then yeah, this one should do it. Yeah, those, you see those dots, that's how you remove them, by saying none for the decoration or for the style. Now let's tag, let's see what you should tag. Alright, let's go with the side and do hover. When you hover it, okay, what should it do when you hover it? Okay, you should change the background, and let's say black. Yeah, every time the background is black, I love to put it white as a color. So and if you didn't know, my favorite colors are black and white. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, the width is not good yet, but we will fix it. We will fix it, because I have done this, so I know exactly where I'm heading. Like, the code is in my, you know. No, this background color, I don't like it. I still don't know the reason why it's doing this, and it should be a very small mistake. Oh man, it should show us green, but why is it not doing its job? Anyways, let's ignore it because it's not a major problem. I will fix it. I know I will fix it. Okay, let's go with the hovering. So aside, when it's not hovered, okay, what should it do? Column, hover. Most of the time I forget to put the columns. I don't know if that's the same problems you guys acquire. Okay, display none for the span, and then I said it has a lot, because this is the grandfather of everything. So when we hover on the grandfather, the width should should increase, and the width is gonna be 240 when we hover on the grandfather. Oof, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Okay, we're starting to get the picture, but I still don't like the background, but we'll get there. Okay, so home, about, services, this looks really cool. Let's go back to the code. Let's not waste time. Actually, you know what, I'll make myself happy and fix this. I'm going to fix the background because, oh, now I see, I put RGB in the parentheses. That was very crazy. No, this is a very bad example, guys. Do not do this at home. This is a very bad example. As someone who code, you make that big mistake. I'm not trying to make myself look bad here, but oh, okay, finally the background is changing now. So the mistake was that we put the RGB in the parentheses, and then we set the color instead of the numbers, you know. That was the problem. So now we can play around with the color. If we can set the green we wanted, let's see how it's gonna look like. I don't like that. I don't like that. If you love a green color, please forgive me. I do not like how this looks, but I still like the way it's moving. Alright, let's not waste time. The next thing that we're gonna do is to search for the link so that we can at least put the icons. Okay, so let's look for remix icons. Remix icons. What can we look for here? Let's go to the library. Okay. Create React class. Let's use Bootstrap. No, that one. Let's use the link. And so what we're gonna do is to link this so that we can have icons. Oh, sorry, I have to put in the link. What's going on with me? Remove the CSS and I'm gonna put the link that we just copied. So that way, if we put any icon, any HTML icon in the code, this link should link us to the online server, so that we can be able to connect these links. Alright, so we'll start with icons. Let's put this icon give it a class. We'll call it BB. In my language, BB is grandma. Now you know. Or if you go to Kenya, they will say wife. They call BB wife. In Congo too, but it's grandma normally, or nyanya. Alright, I don't know why this is. Okay, we're gonna delete it. Delete. Move to trash. Bam. Goodbye. Okay, I think everything is good. Let's check it. Nothing. I need an icon to come over there. What's the possible issue? Is it the link that I used? Yeah, I think it's probably the link that I used, because normally I don't use these links. Let's see here. Normally I use a different one. Okay. No, Tailwind CSS. Go to, let's see if we can find what I use. So most of the time I use something different. It's been a long time since I came here, because I just use my my skeletons that I have in my folder, so I don't have to come here and start from scratch. But because of you, I chose to do this from scratch, so that you can understand how I created my sidebar. This is really good for you guys. If you practice, you follow along. Let's try the font awesome. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work too. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work, but let's give it a try and see if anything can work. And when you do this, you need to change the icons, but I will ignore it for now and see if this same icon can work on the thing. No, let me just give it the one that I use all the time. Rehouse. Nothing. Oh no, what's happening? Okay, I know it's the link, for sure it's the link. So let me concentrate here. I'll give myself 5 seconds to really understand what I need to do. Okay, I will count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, it's opened. No, I'm just kidding, I was just playing. So when I took a break, I realized that this is what I use. Now let's try this. So we will search for an icon, but before we do that, we will need a link that will allow us. So this is the icon we're gonna use, but let's copy the HTML one. So copy by clicking on it. You can see on the top it says copied, and then no, where do I find the link? Mix icons. Oh yeah, let's use their GitHub. So in their GitHub, everything should be very simple. So they'll provide a link and the codes. So let's go with this link. Yay, finally it's working. It's gonna work. It's gonna work, I have faith. Let's replace this link and place it better. Okay, this video is taking longer than I was expecting, guys. I don't know, am I slow? If you think I'm slow, comment down there. Okay, so let's use the house one, the home. There is not oh man, the home. Boom. We're gonna copy. I'm just copying because before I did it and I had to copy something else. So we're just gonna replace the I, and over here put boom. There it is. I knew it. Oh yes. Okay, and you can do that to the following. You just copy icons. Okay, now that we have copied all the icons, it looks good to me. I really love it. Let's try to play around with the background and remove the white background, and then switch the green to white. Much better. I don't know whatever you guys are gonna say, but I know the background is pink, so that's okay. For anybody who love pink, if you are, let's say this. Okay, this is going to represent all the women who are learning computer science. Yay, good job guys. And this is how you create it. But really, I know that some of you guys just watched the full video, 30 minutes, 30 good minutes without subscribing. Really, go ahead and push that button, man. I know you liked my video and you're going to like more of the content I'll be creating. Just click on it. Make sure you select all notifications, not just personal, all notifications. This is going to allow you to not miss out whenever I upload a video. And alright guys, this is the end of the tutorial. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Okay, it wouldn't hurt if we add some transition. So transition, let's put again the same thing that we did last time, but this time we'll say all. So all of them we will do 5.5 seconds and ease. And then we'll say flex wrap, and here we will give it non-wrap. Okay, and then we can say display flex, and then gap 10 pixels as usual, and then margin we can go ahead and say margin in line, let's give it 20 pixels. Nice. All right, it's giving a good face now. Let's proceed. Oh, I see it's that background that is making the problem. Okay, so yeah, I think we will have to change you later. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do something else now that we are done with the anchor tags. This time we will tag so we are done with that. Let's go with ULs, the unordered list. So you will say that you will go in aside and look for UL, and let's give it margin margin 0 as usual, and for the padding we will say 0 as usual. This is the default, guys. I'm trying to see if you will set in your head. And then let's do now the lists. So we done the UL, and now let's do the list. So do aside list